If you picked the wrong state for your non-resident LLC, you're bleeding $400 a year in fees, and here's the cheapest state that fixes it. Here's the problem. Most states punish non-US founders with hidden annual fees. Wyoming charges $62 annually for LLC maintenance. Delaware charges $300 for the same protection. New Mexico has zero annual report requirement, saving you 3 hours and $50 every year. Right now in 2026, non-residents are forming LLCs in expensive states because someone told them Delaware is the gold standard. A UK e-commerce seller opens a Delaware LLC to sell on Amazon. First year costs hit $390 in state fees alone. Within 12 months they realize Wyoming would have cost $122 total. That $268 difference compounds every single year. This is exactly why we built Bastion Formations, to stop non-residents from overpaying on formation. Most people fail here. They form in Delaware because a Reddit thread from 2019 said it's best for credibility. Delaware charges a $90 filing fee, then $300 franchise tax every year regardless of revenue. Wyoming charges $100 to file and $62 annually. For a non-resident with 0 US employees, Delaware credibility means nothing to your payment processor or Amazon seller account. You're paying $238 extra every year for a reputation boost that doesn't apply to you. Step 2 is picking Wyoming or New Mexico. Wyoming LLC through Bastion Formations costs $249. That includes formation plus EIN plus registered agent for the full first year. New Mexico is $279 and gives you anonymous ownership, no public name disclosure. Delaware would cost you $389 for the same package because the state franchise tax is baked in. If you're a non-resident dropshipper or affiliate marketer, Wyoming is the move. You save $140 upfront and $238 every renewal. Step 3 is getting your EIN without flying to the US. This is important. The IRS requires a responsible party with a US taxpayer ID unless you use the mail method, which takes 8 to 12 weeks. Bastion Formations applies by fax with a third-party designee authorization and your EIN arrives in 7 to 10 business days. Cost is included in the $249 Wyoming package. DIY filers without an SSN wait 3 months and miss their launch window. Don't do that. Here's the problem most non-residents hit at month 6. You formed the LLC but your bank account application sits in pending because you don't have a US phone number or proof of address. Mercury and Relay both require an active registered agent address on file and a forwarding service that scans mail. Bastion Formations bundles mail forwarding into the registered agent service, so when Mercury sends the verification postcard it gets scanned and emailed to you within 48 hours. Without that you're stuck waiting for international mail that never arrives. Advanced step for serial founders. If you're opening multiple LLCs across different niches, use Wyoming for all of them and file each as a single member LLC with you as the sole owner. Then create one Delaware C Corp as the parent holding company and elect S Corp tax treatment if you hit $60,000 in profit. This keeps state fees low. Wyoming is $62 per entity per year, and funnels liability protection up to the C Corp level. Bastion Formations sets up the holding structure for an additional $499 with the IRS elections filed same week. Most registered agent companies have no idea how to structure multi-entity setups for non-residents and you end up with 5 separate tax filings instead of one consolidated return. When you call the IRS EIN hotline as a non-resident, say this exact sentence: I am a non-US resident applying for an EIN for a single-member LLC with no US operations and I have a third-party designee authorized to receive the EIN on my behalf. That flags your application for the international desk and they'll route you correctly instead of rejecting it for missing SSN. Write that down word for word. Wyoming LLC saves you $238 every year versus Delaware. Bastion Formations does formation plus EIN plus agent for $249. get mail forwarding, or your bank application dies in pending. If this helped, smash like, hit subscribe, and visit Bastion Formations at bastionformations.com for your Wyoming LLC setup today. Visit https://bastionformations.com.